Iran. And there are very few choices in that country. He happened to be one of the privileged few that had access to a college education. His family was politically connected, fairly wealthy, so he had a nice house, all the trappings, friends and family, a secure life, college education, future success. And then someone broke the law, told Thomas about Jesus, ruined his life. See, it's illegal to be a Christian in Iran. When Thomas was baptized, that calling to follow Christ is a serious crossroads. Because following Christ meant giving up everything else. As soon as his family heard that he was a Christian, they disowned him and he was homeless. They turned him into the authorities, so he was kicked out of school, and the police were after him. They were going to arrest him and likely execute him. At that point, Thomas decided that following Jesus was more important than any of the other worldly successes he already had. With no money, no papers, no idea what to do, Thomas snuck into Europe, hoping for asylum. I guarantee you, at that moment, Thomas was not praying, asking for God to send him an email to explain his calling. He was praying to God that he would survive. For Thomas, being a disciple of Christ meant complete sacrifice. When I met him, I asked him why he bothered. Why did you give up your whole family, your whole life, your school, your future, everything? And he said, Kelly, that wasn't really a life. He said, I had everything the world said was important, and I did not have a life. When I met him, he was still jobless because he doesn't have papers to work in the European Union. But, he said, his life as a follower of Jesus was a full life. When he got to Denmark, a Lutheran church much like this one welcomed him, and that became his new extended family. A family in that church, a couple adopted him, even though he was 25 years old, the same age as his adult children. So now he has parents and siblings and nieces and nephews. When we met him, he and his fiancée, another Danish woman, were co-leading Christian groups at their church in English, Farsi, and Danish. He still doesn't have a full-time job. He can't go to university. He can't buy a house. But his vocation is to love people as God has loved him. Thomas was not called by God to do anything. God called Thomas to be a disciple, and then led Thomas into opportunities to love others as he had been loved, to forgive others as he had been forgiven. When Thomas was at this crossroads, Jesus didn't say, go and do this. Jesus said, come on, let's go. So once we stop pressuring ourselves to do something great for God, we are then set free to be loved by God. And once we are loved by God, over time, we're going to keep hearing God's call. Let's go. We're going to learn what it means to be a disciple, just like the fishermen in our story learned to be disciples. Just like Peter and Andrew and James and John, the longer that we keep being God's children and loving others, the more opportunities God is going to give us to respond to that love in our world. So maybe, like me, you'll get to live out your profession and your paid career. Like some of the nurses I've met who are Jesus to the people they heal. Maybe you will dedicate yourself to a volunteer effort at the church. I met a woman last week. She and her friends made 93 quilts last year. They're going to go and help some of the refugees I serve. Those refugees are going to survive the night because somebody in Michigan made a quilt. That's a vocation, folks. That's a calling from God. Maybe you are a parent or you're caring for a parent, and most of your life involves the physical, sacrificial demands of caring for someone else. That is still a vocation. So how is God calling you? Where is God saying, let's go? Whether you're at a crossroads or not, please hear God's message of love. God is saying, you are mine. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. You are loved, and you've been set free to love others. In those moments when you are loved and when you are showing love, that is when you are living out your godly vocation, your calling. So maybe, right now, I'm not a real pastor. Maybe I don't have a full-time job. Maybe nobody really knows what I do all day. But since last time I was at a crossroads, God showed up in a really surprising and unexpected way. I'm pretty confident God's going to show up again at some point and say, Kelly, come on, let's go. And I want to be ready. So right now, I spend my time in God's love. I get to spend my time with refugees and immigrants and congregations, just like King of Kings. I get to share God's love with all of you. I get to travel and see God's love at work all around the world. And I get to connect people together in ways I never thought possible. So maybe you also, folks, maybe you're at a crossroads. While you're sitting there wondering what to do, please take some time to just be. Be forgiven. Be set free. Be loved. Spend time doing the most important things. Receiving God's love and sharing God's love with someone else. And in the midst of that, you just might hear God calling to you. Let's go. You're going to have a lot of opportunities to share God's love. I'm excited to hear about it. But don't let it stop there, people of God. Because God does not just call individuals. God has called the King of Kings Lutheran Church as a community to shine God's love in the world. I know that you're in a time of transition right now with a brand new pastor, so I don't know what God is calling you to do. But I do know exactly who God is calling you to be. God is calling this congregation to be the gathering of God's beloved children. God is calling this congregation to be a place of welcome. God is calling this place to be a sanctuary, a safe place, where folks can share how God is at work in their lives, where the good news can be proclaimed, where all will find spiritual healing. So while you are living your individual and your congregational vocations as children of God, at some point, you're going to hear the voice of God calling, let's go! And then, dear friends, my prayer is that you are ready. You are ready at that crossroads to follow Jesus to the cross, to the grave, and to the empty tomb. That is my prayer, children of God.